So AI Immunology is a platform, it's a true differentiator. And like I said in the beginning, we have worked with this for many years, 15 years actually. So now we really harvest from it. We are ahead of the game. And now I will tell you about, not to go into too much detail about it right now, but just tell what is it and what can it do. So AI Immunology platform consists of 5 different models, AI models, where it has been trained in cancer and infectious diseases. 2 of the models, they are within the infectious diseases. That's Eden and Raven. And the other 3 models, that's within the cancer. That's Pioneer, Observe, and AI Deep. So in the next, all the presentations, we will go deeper and deeper in all the models and explain them. But also, in the next slide, I will tell you about, actually the slide that Christian talked about, that we can actually link, we have a clear link between prediction and patient outcome. And to me, that is the first time. I have not seen any other company showing that, or publications and so forth. So this is truly unique that we have been able to validate our platform in humans. So, like Christian said, this is truly unique that we are able to have a prediction that are linked to outcome of the vaccine that we give in patients. So here, but the take-home message here is also that this actually tells us that it's very important that the things you put in the vaccine is the right thing. So, and what we can do, we can use our prediction score to tell us, is this the right thing? So this is truly unique for us. And just to put things into perspective, before I go too much into the details with the platform, I think you deserve to know the journey, how that started and so forth. So it started with my mother actually being a researcher within vaccines, tuberculosis vaccines, and that of course inspired me. So at that time in 2008, where the global readiness for AI was really low, I had a vision that I would put the immune system into the computer and then make better vaccines. And like Christian said, the people, they, of course laughed, but they thought it was cool, and I just continued. So me and Niels, for 6 years, we struggled and got a lot of non-dilutive funding to prove that the Eden system that I have made actually works. So it works by faster and cheaper identifying the right components that should be in infectious disease vaccine. So that worked out, and we succeeded. But then we also went into cancer in 2016. It was actually because of the checkpoint inhibitor invention that you could actually use the immune system to fight the cancer. So that discovery led us to having an ambition of actually making personalized cancer vaccines. So we collected a team of a dream team from DCU, where I come from, with super cool and very, very good bioinformaticians. We built Pioneer, and after that, we then collected a team of experts within preclinical AI validation. So at that time, so now we actually had a super team, so we could go into the clinic. And we went into the clinic in 2019 with our first personalized cancer vaccine, and where we used the Pioneer model to make the vaccine. And that's called EVX-01. That was done at Herlev Hospital. And the next year, we moved fast. So the next year, we opened a new study in Australia with our vaccine called EVX-01, EVX-02. We were very blessed because Inge-Marie Svane, one of the top scientists in the world within cancer, she was a PI of this study at Herlev. And also in Australia, Professor Georgina Long, which is also a star in melanoma cancer, she also led this study. So good guys on board, you can have success. So we IPO'd in 2021, and then it was really a crazy time, because at that time we also had COVID hitting us. So we were actually pushed in the direction of enhancing our AI immunology platform to predict virus vaccines. Before that, we have had the focus on bacterial vaccines. So that meant that we created a new model. We built a new model called Raven. Then the 2 next years, we created AI Deep and Observe. So AI Deep is predicting checkpoint inhibitor response, and Observe is predicting a new type of cancer antigens that we will present later. And then, of course, the global readiness throughout the years grew and grew and grew. And we are very lucky now that we have partner opportunities now, like never before, and also have big pharma on board. So we can make vaccines together and have the big guys carrying them out to the patients. So why do we need AI immunology? Well, like Christian said, millions are dying from cancer each year. Also infectious diseases, almost the same, right? 8 million almost. So with AI immunology, we are able to discover and assess the protectiveness of the antigens. And we're also able to design them within hours, faster, cheaper, and we are speeding up the vaccine discovery process. So that is our solution to this problem. And let me take one step back, because I mean sometimes we forget what is a vaccine and what is the antigens of a vaccine. So a vaccine teaches the body to fight an infectious agent and disease. It is a drug that is introduced to the body, then it can trigger immune response where you can prevent the disease, or you can control it. So you can guide the immune system to take the right decisions. A vaccine antigen, that's a part that you put into the vaccine. So that is a part of the infectious agent where you can train the immune system to learn to attack the bacteria or virus in the right spot. And with AI immunology, we are able to identify these components, these antigens, very fast and very cheap, and we also identify the ones that are highly protective. So now I'm going to talk about what is actually the basics of creating a good vaccine with not only the antigens, but also what do you need to understand? So you need to understand the disease. You need to understand the immune response. And you need to understand how to design the vaccine. And all this come together. You have to put into to connect the dots here in order to make an effective vaccine. And the AI immunology is actually built upon these areas. So we disease decode, or we decode the disease, we decode the immune response. This is actually just code. This is AI coding. So these can be divided in building blocks. So with AI immunology, we have this ensemble with the small building blocks where we utilize them across the models. So we build up like Lego. We build it up. So what we do with our building blocks is actually by disease decoding. What do we mean by that? We're actually finding the weak spots of the disease with this code. Then the immune response decoding, that's where we go in and we understand the immune system, and then we rank these weak spots, which one to attack. We consider B cell, T cell, and antigen-presenting cells, that part of the immune system, when we need to rank these components, these antigens. Then we have the vaccine design. We consider safety. We consider to optimize the sequence. We also have models to design the antigens, to remodel it. And there we have these 7 building blocks. So now it's going to be funny, because now we're going to build a model. So the way that we have built Observe, first we made the first layer. That was decode the disease. We picked out the important, needed building blocks needed in the model. Then we have a second layer where we decode the immune system, or decode the immune response. And there, when we want to identify this kind of cancer target, we need these modules, these building blocks. And as the same goes here, we just build it up. Here we consider safety and the quality of the antigens, and also with Observe here, it's personalized. So we need a personalized building block to put that into the model. Then we have Observe 1.0. So as you can see here, these are the models we have now, and all the building blocks in the models. And we have demonstrated that by using the AI models, we have built up a scalable pipeline with pipeline products, vaccines against infectious diseases and cancer. But we can build new models. We can, so what is next? Well, our building block architecture enables us to scale to other therapeutic areas. And right now, we are in cancer, we are in bacterial diseases, and we are in viral diseases. But it doesn't stop here. I mean, what about autoimmune diseases? What about imbalances in the microbiome? What about allergies, and what about parasites? So in summary, so Evaxion, we are the first mover of using AI for vaccine target discovery, design, and development, and we have a clear differentiated position. We have trained our AI immunology platform in cancer and infectious diseases, and we have clinically validated it. And our AI immunology platform consists of building blocks that we can utilize across models and build new ones. And then, like I said, AI immunology, the building blocks modeling system, you can call it, or architecture, it enables us to scale to other therapeutic areas beyond cancer and infectious disease.